Welcome to the mining news on Commodity TV. Today with Tudor Gold, Summa Silver, Canada Nickel and Discovery Silver. Let's start with Tudor Gold. Again, the company reported very good drill results from the second set of phase 1 of the 2022 exploration program at their flagship Treaty Creek project. The results from the Goldstorm 2022 resource expansion drilling program are impressive. Previously reported hole GS22-133 returned 0.91 grams gold equivalent per ton over 600 meters with an enriched interval of 1.5 gram gold equivalent over 237 meters, which is highly consistent with the results from hole GS22-134, which returned 0.97 grams gold equivalent over 663 meters with an enriched zone of 1.76 grams gold equivalent over 205 meters. These holes are located approximately 300 meters apart. Significantly, a high-grade gold mineralized interval was also discovered within this hole with 20.86 grams gold equivalent over 4.5 meters within a 25-meter zone of almost 10 grams gold equivalent. 17 areas showed free visible gold within stockwork veins. Continuing to be successful is the DS5 domain. Infill drilling extended the area and showed 1.44 grams gold equivalent over 232 meters. The Goldstorm deposit remains open in all directions and to depths. Drilling in the newly discovered CBS system returned positive results with numerous near-surface intervals ranging from 1 gram gold equivalent to 1.5 grams gold equivalent over 7.5 to 9.4 meters, with a deeper interval of 0.77 grams gold per ton equivalent over almost 80 meters. Tudor Gold is at buy levels and cheap. Summa Silver reported on its exploration activities at the high-grade Hughes project near Tonopah in Nevada. Results from several holes are pending with the company, having drilled Hughes 8 holes focused on resource-like intervals in the Murray and Belmont targets. All holes intersected zones of quartz-veining stockworks and breccias with visible silver sulfide mineralization. Geological mapping and soil sampling on the recently acquired claims is ongoing and has already identified several new high-potential targets. The focus is on target generation within sight of the historic Tonopah mining district. The company is well capitalized for extensive drilling and has approximately $9 million in working capital available to deploy. Drilling at Hughes is now complete and preparations are being made to return to drilling at the Mogollon project. Summa Silver is a world-class silver play in Nevada and also favorably valued. Canada Nickel identified a new method for accelerated CO2 capture. The simple carbon capture approach could enable the production of net zero nickel and the generation of 21 tons of CO2 credits per ton of nickel produced after all emissions have been offset. This demonstrates the potential to turn a nickel mine into a producer of carbon credits rather than a producer of carbon emissions. True green mining, ladies and gentlemen. The Crawford project could produce an estimated average of 710,000 tons of CO2 credits annually and a total of 18 million tons of CO2 credits over the expected life of the mine. If you just calculate that at $50 per ton CO2, then you come up with a good $900 million in additional revenue. A nice additional income in green mining, I would say. Canada Nickel is a must-have if you want to invest in nickel. Discovery Silver published its ESG report for 2021, expanding the ESG team and completing a social baseline study that included surveys and interviews with more than 2,300 people from 25 stakeholder groups in the communities surrounding the project. Progress is also being made on key government and international accreditations and remains on track to complete Safe Industry ESR distinction and Clean Industry certifications by year end. Environmental protection is Discovery Silver's first priority. 10.3 million Canadian dollars in goods and services were purchased from local Mexican companies and they paid $4.9 million in salaries and benefits to local employees. The total workforce of 154 includes 67 employees and 87 contractors, of which 95% are Mexican nationals. There were no environmental incidents and no fatalities. Only 1,733 tons of CO2 equivalent greenhouse gas emissions were emitted. Please note the disclaimer superimposed now. The stocks discussed are part of the SRC Mining Special Situation Certificate and I'm a shareholder in all companies. Thanks for watching us and bye-bye from Austria.